This call is being recorded. If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
Okay, it's all you, Steve. Uriah, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello? Okay, can you hear me all right? Yep.
I can hear you.
Can you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Steve Alley, 1023 ESPN Radio and MMA Meltdown with Uriah Hall, the Phenom on Season 17 of The Ultimate Fighter. Uriah, I know that you have many, many media requests now with your huge rise to stardom already on this season of The Ultimate Fighter. Tell everybody how that is going and what it's like to start out and end up where you are this very moment after that huge knockout last week.
It's going really well. A little bit too much for me because I'm not used to that stuff, but at the same time, I'm just handling it. With the knockout, it happened in a fight. You just can't, let your guard down for that split second. I was just looking for that perfect timing, and I saw it, and I just capitalized on it. And, I'm just happy that he was fine after that. I was a little bit worried, but, a couple of minutes out, he came to, and, he was back on the wagon.
Even if that knockout would not have happened from the naked eye, from the outside looking in, I would have said, hey, this guy's skill level, your Muay Thai is phenomenal, and I think you would still be in this position regardless. The knockout just elevated everything, kind of made a meteoric rise, if you will. Is there someone out there, Uriah, that is telling you, hey, this is how you deal with the media, this is what you're going to have to put up with as a star, and how do you approach that? You say, I saw in another article that you had done with Jim Genia that you weren't really used to this and you didn't care for it, but it's part of the business. Is there somebody that's helping you deal with the media and all the people that want to talk to you?
Well, before I even left, I spoke to Dana and Chael, and they said, you might get a little media, just handle it. It comes with it. And again, it's overwhelming, and I'm just really learning to handle it. I don't think I'm a star, to tell you the truth. I feel like I'm person. The only difference is I'm just on TV basically, but I don't really look at myself as a star. I'm glad I can inspire some people because that's pretty much a positive feedback I've been getting. A lot of people told me that, they came from the same position, and I kind of inspired them to get out of whatever, comfort zone they're at. So I feel good to know that I'm doing that. But I'm not looking at the whole stardom thing to say, oh, wow, look at me. That's not who I am, actually.
A lot of people that will look at your bio will see that you fought in the former Chuck Norris World Combat League. We have something in common. Not only were we part of the Denver Fury here, my co-host on MMA Meltdown, Tom Johnson, also fought for the Denver Fury. So when I saw you come on to The Ultimate Fighter, tell us about your days in the World Combat League. Did you like that? Totally different style, but your stand-up is exceptional. Tell us about that, if you will.
Back in the days with the WCL, it was fun, man. We traveled, compete, and it was just cool. We fought every month, and it was like a high-paced, level of fighting. And there were certain things that I didn't agree with, like, you have to just grab and throw a knee and let go. I wanted to do a little more, but at the time, I think I gained enough from it to move forward. And, kickboxing was, still what it was, but MMA was pretty much, growing as a fast sport, and I just felt like I had to make that transition over to improve my skill overall. But for the time that I had with it, man, it was a blast.
Our special guest right here on MMA Meltdown 1023 ESPN, Season 17 competitor on The Ultimate Fighter, Uriah Hall, fresh off one of the more spectacular knockouts that I've ever seen, and I know the fans have seen that as well. How's your ground game coming along, Uriah? I know that we all know about your stand-up. How's your ground game coming along as far as that goes?
My ground game, I feel very confident to go against anybody. I don't think I'm the best at it. I'm still improving. I can't really say how good I am on the floor unless we grapple. So it's more of a showing. But from what I learned on the show, I think it was just more of a mental punch for me in my grappling. I know how to grapple, but I think sometimes I just forget, or I just get caught up, or I just get afraid, and I pause or I panic. So I definitely feel I got a lot better in that sense. And again, I have Chael to thank for that. Not just him teaching me stuff, but how he portrayed certain things and how of a good coach he was. He helped me to get out of my shell.
One thing I appreciated very much about your handling of the knockout of Cello was the fact that you were very concerned about his well-being. You even at one point said, "I'm sorry," but in the end, you did what is business as usual. If you're going to win in the UFC and move forward with your career, you have to go out and take care of business. Could you explain that, the feeling at the time? I've read where you thought you might have killed him, but he jumped right up and, he came back around. I respected you more for the fact that you handled that in a very classy, sportsmanlike manner, and I've got to ask where that comes from, because it is missing a lot in MMA and other sports these days, the great sportsmanship that you've shown.
Well, thank you first of all, but I think, with the background of my my fighting style, we came from a traditional style, and I'm currently with Tiger Showman's right now. And I think it's just me as a human being. I generally don't like to hurt people, but, the competition I'm doing is a hurting business. So when we go out there, something might happen. But after I did that, I just kind of came back down and said, oh, man, what have I really done? And it kind of goes back to me being my youth, where as a kid I would get picked on and stuff. So I know how it feels to be hurt, but I just felt bad really hurting him. I didn't want to really hurt him. I wanted to hurt him, but not really, really hurt him, and that's what happened. So it was just, me being a human being, I guess.
Well, listen, I know that your schedule is such that everybody's trying to get in touch with you, and we appreciate the time that you've given us right here today, and wish you the very best in your future. And I truly believe you're an up-and-coming superstar, and someday we'll look back on this time and say, hey, remember when we spoke with Uriah Hall, and thanks for the time. Look forward to the future and seeing you in fighting.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care now.
All right, man.
This call has been recorded.